Good morning. Prior to calling the meeting to order, I'd like to make a couple of housekeeping comments, please. If you have a cell phone, would you please turn it off at this time? And if anybody here who would like to address the trust on any issue, if you would go outside and sign a sign-in sheet at the appropriate time, we will take care of that, or we will give you a time at the end of this session to make your comments. That being said, let's call to order the April 25th meeting of the Oklahoma City Airport Trust. And our first item of business is to approve the minutes of the March 28th, 2019 Oklahoma City Airport Trust meeting.
Move approval. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, please cast your votes. And it is so ordered. Next up, Director's Report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, everyone. Well, the long-awaited premium parking product that we've been waiting for at the Trust is open and has been open for a couple of weeks, and I can tell you the public really seems to like it. So what is premium parking? It's the lower-level parking in the two-story garage that we have, and we have over 200 spaces that is available on a per-day rate of $18. And a feature that we're offering, and I think it's going to be a big success, we may expand it, but we have a way that people can get on the website of flyokc.com, and for $5 you can reserve one of the 31 spaces that we're starting off as a reserved component, where people can list the dates that they're going to be gone, and they can have a reservation for their trip. So everything is going really well with regard to premium parking. The other thing, Mr. Chairman, on the executive session, we don't need that today, so we can strike that.
Okay. Unless there's any comments, so ordered.
Thank you.
Next up is to receive the proposed trust budget.
No action necessary on this one, but in your packets we do have the proposed budget for 2020. Just some brief comments. The total budget for operating and capital is $134,010,000. I'll be going over the budget in detail at the May meeting. That's when we're setting the review and the presentation and the final approval for the trust. Some of the major projects underway, of course, I'll be talking about are the terminal expansion project we're underway with. We'll be doing a terminal drive rehabilitation and reconstruction project. We'll be starting our signage improvement project for terminal drive inbound for better wayfinding, and just a lot of parking improvements that we'll be doing next year and in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Do we need to vote to receive the? Okay. I'll take a motion to receive the proposed budget.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to receive. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, please cast your votes. And it is received. Next up, self-fueling policy.
Thank you. Periodically, the Trust reviews its self-fueling policy, and just to remind everybody what self-fueling is it's the self-fueling agreement goes with a ground lease or a facility lease where the owner of the aircraft requests to be able to fuel their own aircraft with their own people and their own equipment. We have designated areas on our 3 airports where that is able to be accommodated. The main change with this revision is the Southwest Briefing Station, which has been open for a few years at the corner of Southwest 54th Street and Portland Avenue. They'll be moving the helipad from downtown airport to the Southwest Briefing Station location, and they are requesting to have self-fueling, so we're adding that designated area to the self-fueling policy to accommodate that. So we ask that you receive the revised report.
Okay.
Or policy.
I move to receive the aircraft self-funding policy.
We have a motion to receive.
Policy.
And a second. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, please cast your votes. And it is received. Next, Will Rogers Road Airport.
First item A, is to approve amendment number 1 to the contract with Kimley Horn and Associates. This is for the West Terminal Multi-Use Parking Lots project. It's an increase not to exceed $45,200. Item B is to approve amendment number 2 to the contract with Benham Design, LLC. This is for the reconstruction of Station 2 and the replacement of moving walkways number 18 and number 25 in the pedestrian tunnel, an increase to their contract of $130,566. C is to approve change order 1 to the contract with Hunter Mechanical and Controls Incorporated for the Hangar 9 chilled water piping project, replacement project at Mike Maroney Aeronautical Center. It's a decrease of $5,564.81. D is approving change order 1 to the contract with Timberlake Construction Company Incorporated. This is for the terminal renovation and expansion phase 3 project. It's a decrease of $28,916.27. Item E is approving change order number 2 to the contract with Jim Cooley Construction LLC for a fuel facility generator and automatic transfer switch project, increase of $3,044. F is approving change order 4 to the contract with Diversified Construction of Oklahoma for the garage wayfinding project, increase $19,042 and 75 days added. Item G, approve change order number 5 to the contract with Wildcat Construction Company Incorporated. This is for the work to rehabilitate and repair the terminal building upper level deck project. This is the first phase. This project, we're decreasing the amount by $126,051.49. H is ratifying the actions of the director, approving addendas 1, 2, 3, and 4 for our South Portland Avenue West Side roof replacement project, and receive the bids regarding, receive the recommendation regarding the bids opened on April 3rd and awarding that contract to Alba Roofing Company for $954,699 for the base bid and approving the contract and bonds. Item I is approving the plans and project manual by CEC Corporation for the medium voltage transformer replacement and radar antenna lab feed project at Mike Monroney Aeronautical Center. Authorization of advertisement for bids to be open on May 22nd. J is approving the plans and project manual submitted by Triad Design Group. This is for the Parking Lot 1 pavement rehabilitation project, and authorize advertisement for bids to be opened on May 29th. Item K is approving the plans and project manual submitted by the Cowan Group Engineering LLC. This is for the rehabilitation of our terminal access roadways. This is a phase 1 project, authorizing advertisement for bids to be opened on May 29th. Item L, approving the plans and project manual by Frankfurt Short Bruza Associates for the terminal apron reconstruction project, and authorize the advertisement for the bids to be open on May 29th. Item M is to adopt the joint resolution between the Airport Trust and the City of Oklahoma City. We're adjusting the Will Rogers Airport public parking rate schedule for our paid parking facilities to be effective May 14th. N is adopting the resolution authorizing the Airport Trust to allow the director to make a sole source purchase for parking equipment and installation with Ski Data Incorporated. This is for an additional exit lane that we're putting in parking lot number 1 so customers can get out of the parking lot a little bit faster. And this is in an estimated amount of $58,240.75. And the last item, O, is to approve a request for bids for 2 runway brooms. This is with an air blasting carrier vehicle. This is for our ice and snow removal operations, obviously, and authorize the advertisement of the bids to be open on May 29th. So a lot of stuff. Request your approval.
Okay, we have a motion to approve item 6.
Second.
And a second. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, please cast your votes. And it is approved. Wiley Post Airport.
Only one item for Wiley Post. We're asking you to approve the plans and project manual submitted by CEC Corporation for the Airfield Infrastructure Repairs and Improvements Phase 4 Sequence 2 project, and authorize advertisement for bids to be open on May 29th. Request approval.
You've heard the one item under Wiley Post.
Approval.
We have a motion to approve. And a second. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, please cast your votes. And the Wiley Post item is approved. Next up, General.
Item A is to receive the delinquent accounts receivable report, construction project status report, and the budget to actual report as of May 31st. B is to approve Amendment 1 to the Facilities Maintenance Engineering on-call contract we have with Frankfurt Short Bruza Associates, renewing the first renewal period to be effective May 1st through April 30th, 2020. Item C is receiving the recommendation regarding the bids opened on April 3rd for our miscellaneous services, repairs, and maintenance contract, and awarding that contract to Diversified Construction for 1 year and not to exceed $300,000, approving contract and bonds. Item D is approving the project manual for the painting, repairs, and maintenance contract. Authorize advertisement for bids to be open on May 29th. And last is item E, is a resolution authorizing staff to negotiate a professional service agreement with DKMG Consulting LLC to provide airport management consulting services. Those are all the items under general, Mr. Chairman.
Having heard the items under general, what's the desire of the trustees? We have a motion to approve and a second. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, please cast your votes. And it is so ordered. Lease and other agreements.
Item A is to approve an assumption agreement and use guarantee for the conveyance of PWA T-Hanger Unit 1009 from BAP and H LLC, Les Amused, to Timothy E. and Natalie K. Jamison to be effective on April the 25th. This is for Wiley Post Airport. Item B is to adopt the resolution and directing staff to negotiate a professional services agreements with CBRE Incorporated and Price Edwards and Company. This is to assist the trust in providing real estate brokerage services at Will Rogers World Airport. Item C is approving the supplemental lease with, lease agreement number 4 with Metro Technology Center School District number 22. We're exercising the 4th of 10 consecutive one-year options. The amount is $241,552.32 annually, effective July the 1st at Will Rogers World Airport. Item D is 12 ground services agreements that we are asking you to approve for ground transportation services with various companies. This will be for 1 year, effective May 1st through April 30, 2020, based on an annual fee of $660 for their permit. That's all the items under leases and agreements.
Having heard the items under leases and agreements, what's the desire of the trustees?
Move approval.
We have a motion to approve. A second. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, please cast your votes. And it is so approved.
And, Mr. Chairman, on item 10, request a resolution of the requisitions, please.
Okay. There's been a request for the requisitions. So moved. Second. Any comments or questions? Please cast your votes. And it is so moved. Item 11, the executive session has been stricken. That brings us to comments from trustees. Seeing none, how about staff? Any staff member like to make a comment? Again, seeing none, is there any citizen who has signed up and wishes to be heard or who has not signed up yet but still wishes to be heard? Seeing none, we are adjourned.